me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took. I promise. Flash with a system, man, I don't look. That's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you win it. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Mahomes will try again on second down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And 22 more yards there, and another 1st down. The first drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. So no gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now trying to pick it up on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 7-7, our score after one. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down. Howell now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have great field position.
Incredibly, I do this competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Harris running straight ahead, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 52 yards. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it. Line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. It's a gain of 35. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Joey Slide, kickoff for the Commanders.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a man who set all sorts of school records at the University of Buffalo, Jared Patterson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action. Howell. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off play action. It's Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Powell down to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Howell. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and Washington has taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Commanders 14, Bills 7. Joey Slide, kickoff for the Commanders.
Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch attention, I'm me too forever. But she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Right to the air is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. He's got room to roam.
And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 27. Howell. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Powell from the gun. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing here, Howell. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna be my